Good afternoon and welcome to Beaver Dam High School. I'm Steve Winterhack. I dragged Randy Armgoff behind the plate umpiring ball games and brought him with me. We got Jeff Sauer doing video streaming, and we are set to bring you the first game of the postseason for American Legion Post 210 Waupun baseball. Looking forward to that regional action. Only 4 teams in the region. They said it's just kind of a short with double A teams throughout the state. Talking to Beaver Dam's Terry Kiefer, one of the former coaches here over in Beaver Dam, but just don't have the numbers that they have in like Junior Legion. They had 8 teams in all the sectionals or regionals that are around the area, but not for the varsity level. So it's kind of short on teams.
Yeah, the Junior Legion doesn't have the divisions, and that's part of why there were more teams there. But 16U was held here in Beaver Dam last weekend, and the 17U was held in Waupun, and both of those, I believe, had 8 teams in them. So, yeah, good youth numbers. And then when you get to Senior Legion or the Varsity Legion, now you're divided by your school enrollment.
Yeah.
So I think what I was told, Waupun's about 40-ish kids over what puts them into double A. Otherwise, they would be a single A team.
Like they were most of the years. They had the success in getting to nationals and winning state. We're an A level team, but now in double A. For regionals, and only 4 teams here. Waupun taking on Port Washington is their first opponent, and after that tonight you'll have Beaver Dam taking on Kewaskum. Those are the 4 teams that are here, and the winners will be playing at 1 o'clock tomorrow. If you lose, you'll be playing at like 4 o'clock.
7. I was told it changed now.
That
was also changed.
They changed that one too. I just even looked up at there to make sure it was what Bobby sent me the other day, Bob Spanbauer, and it was now they changed it. So, yeah, it's always a pretty fluid situation when you're doing some of these postseason things. But as long as the weather cooperates, I know there was a little rain in the forecast on Sunday, but it looks like they'll probably be able to get this all done this weekend. You might only have to play, maybe at the most 4 games.
Yeah.
To win. Everything and move on to the state tournament at West Salem, which starts next week right away. And they'll have 8 teams when you go to state coming up. So, again, not a great situation. You like to have a little competition here, but I don't mind just a 3-day tournament's not a bad deal either. So, but, thanks for joining us. A beautiful day for baseball here at Beaver Dam's Diamonds. They kind of spruced them up a bit since I have been here last to call the game.
And lights.
Lights, yeah. It's like Wrigley Field. It took them a while to get some lights here at Beaver Dam High School, but here we are with lights. Hopefully we won't need that tonight. We won't need it for this game because for the first game, like I said, Beaver Dam scheduled for 7 o'clock to take on Kewaskum. So again, Waupun American Legion Post 210 Double A Regional Baseball. Steve and Randy with you, and he's a very nice coach. We were talking to the coach from Port Washington. Didn't have a great high school season, I know that. Only a couple wins during the season for them, so I don't know what to expect with their Legion team. They were not on the game changer like that's such a nice thing, especially for broadcasters, to family members. They can watch the game as it's happening, and that's kind of a nice little deal, but they were not on that, so I couldn't really look up anything about their team. But I know they're the Marauders. Some
That's
teams
right.
don't go just by their post name, which is Post 82 over at Port Washington, and they have the Marauders on the front of their jersey, and they're kind of black and gold, black and yellow. Out there on the diamond warming up right now. We're just about ready for some baseball. I see some of the Waupun faithful coming in right now to cheer on their Waupun American Legion Post 210. They call Waupun in that bleacher there, and not a lot of people from on the Port Washington side of things.
Yeah, and it's funny you said just very, very little information, and
okay, we'll go to
talking to the other people too from Port. They don't even know what their team is all about, to be honest. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Let's take some ads right now. We got a lot of sponsors here that support American Legion Post 210 baseball. Back after this on RP Sports.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
A warm and humid Wisconsin summer. You know, at some point you'll be saying,
"Turn on
the AC!
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Soon we'll be in a warm Wisconsin summer. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install American Standard furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Chocolate, coffee, popcorn, ice cream. That's all that needs to be said about Guth's candy. But Steve and Katie Guth offer much more than your favorite confectionery cravings. Hundreds of decadent handcrafted creations and classic candy faves are swirled together in a casual cafe for long talks, guiltless indulgences, and hot refills. Guth's Candy, corner of Highway 49 and 151, Waupun. Order your Guth favorites online for a sweet surprise at guthscandy.com. Guth's Candy in Waupun, a chocolate legacy 4 generations strong.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
If you're looking
back.
Welcome back to Beaver Dam. Again, it is Regional AA American Legion Baseball. The Waupun American Legion Post 210 getting set to play their first postseason game against the Marauders, or Post 82 out of Port Washington. Waupun having a great season. Randy, you've got to see them a lot during the season, umpiring a lot of games over there. And Waupun having a great season, only losing to a team that's got a pretty stud pitcher over that's given Waupun some troubles with Lemira. Otherwise, Waupun ran the table against some pretty nice teams out there and pretty convincingly most games.
Yeah, and plenty of pitching on this staff, and that's why you have a long season. You can get, continue to win because there's probably about 3 guys, maybe 4, that could be the ace on any staff. So their pitching is good, their defense is really solid, and then they put enough runs on the board, and that all leads to success in the winning column.
I tell you, ever since that they started making the pitchers go with the pitch count,
right.
I tell you, Waupun has always played right into that perfectly. They've always had some depth in pitching, and it just seems year after year, right from day one on the new rules with that, Waupun has really benefited from that, where some teams really struggle putting a good maybe 3rd or 4th pitcher on the field.
Yeah, and I think that, it's attributed to our youth programs in Waupun, and we have those beautiful fields there that we have on the turf, and a lot of kids play, and they play you know, you have 7 or 8 different teams sometimes at the same age group, so you're going to develop pitchers.
Yeah, I was happy to see one guy when we walked up. We were hearing some rumors, and like I said, everything's kind of fluid changes in baseball. But Mason Holtz, he was not. Some people were talking like he was going to be out for the season and be done even for the All-Star game that he's already been voted on to. And we saw number 12 out there. We couldn't be happier, and he actually got cleared by the doctor, and he'll be playing and available. So that is a huge, huge bonus for Waupun, where they look like they might not have him for the rest. Done and leads by example out there on the field, and it's been fun watching him progress from his freshman year being a catcher on the team and then becomes your main stud shortstop out there and one of your main pitchers. Just a great guy, and his swings a mean bat too for Waupun. Emmett Hull is over at third base, and he's been doing that for the last 2 years now, not in his normal position coming up, but we'll give the rest of that starting lineup after we hear in the background the national anthem right after this.
Want to take care of your tree needs? Call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by W&D Navas, a family-owned business operating in the Waupun area for over 60 years. Their third generation is very involved in the running of the business. W&D Navas is a commercial industrial business specializing in convenience stores, fast food restaurants, auto parts stores, and apartment complexes, along with a landscape rock division. No job is too big for the professionals at W&D Navas Waupun.
Andy with us here at the other bar, Main Street, Waupun, to talk about a great event coming up here. Andy, talk about the next meat raffle and who it benefits.
That's right. We're going to do a special event meat raffle. We usually don't do them until we pick them up again in fall, but we're going to bring one out August 4th, Sunday afternoon, looking at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to do a meat raffle that's going to benefit the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So the fine folks from Make-A-Wish asked us to do one, so we're going to do a special event one on August 4th at 2 p.m.
All right, so when people come in, what do they expect that day?
You can expect we'll run some drink specials, and of course, and we're going to sell some meat, some paddles, and have a lot of fun. We have a spin a prize wheel and do a 50-50 along with it, all for the benefit of the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
All right, talk about some of the great things going on here throughout the week here, Andy.
Hey, we got specials going on all day, every day during the week. Mondays is all-you-can-eat shrimp and fries. Tuesdays is Mexican all day. Wednesdays is wings after 4 p.m. Thursdays is burger day. Friday is fish all day, of course, open to close. Saturday is appetizer specials. And Sunday, of course, we're back to wings, and we do it all over again.
Andy, have a great week. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Andy with us here at the other bar, Main Street, Waupun.
Shop great deals this week at Waupun's Piggly Wiggly. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts for $2.49 per pound. Country Hearth split top bread, buy one, get one free. Kemp's ice cream, $3.99 with your card. Deals on 7-Up, RC Cola, or Dr. Pepper, all this week at Waupun's Piggly Wiggly. And a reminder to shop cattails connected to Waupun's Piggly Wiggly on Gateway Drive in Waupun. Shop the pig all this week for great deals.
Okay, we are back in Beaver Dam and ready to bring you some American Legion Post 210 AA Regional Baseball. Waupun will be batting first in this ball game, taking on the Marauders, or Post 82 of Port Washington. Randy, you want to go through the batting order for Waupun?
I can do that, yes. Leading off will be Emmett Hull, followed by Mason Holtz. Evan Sauer batting fourth in the cleanup spot. Chase Beam hitting 5. Jake Krieger, he'll also be pitching. Number 7, Ethan Cunningham, followed by Bryant Ferris, Landon Richter, and Brady White hitting in the 9-hole today. That is Waupun's lineup. Emmett Hull, he's been leading off a good portion of the season, so
yeah,
used to it. Followed up by Mason Holtz, a left-hander. Mason, the guy that can hit to all fields, but when he pulls the ball, he hits with power sometimes. And if Emmett can get on, he'll oftentimes get himself to third base, and that's a nice way to start an inning.
Well, Port Washington on the field right now, and Carson Page, right-handed pitcher on the mound for Post 82. Isaac Morgan is the catcher. We're at first base, it's Colton Schall. Cash Didier is the second baseman. Sawyer Kolkowski, he is at the shortstop position, and Chase Kranig is over at the third base. Peyton Anderson in left field. Bear White is the center fielder, and Jimmy Ward is out in right field. Strike on the next pitch in to Emmett. Makes the count 1-1 with Mason Holtz waiting on deck. Emmett on the season, batting .282. Low and away on the next pitch.
Carson Page, a right-hander. Looks like he's about a 6 foot tall, kind of a slender guy, but pretty well built.
This one is chopped towards shortstop. Kolkowski picks it up, fires to first to get out number 1. 1 up and 1 down. And that will bring up Mason Holtz, the first baseman for Waupun, batting second, and Evan Sauer is waiting on deck. Perfect day for some baseball here. Sun is shining. It's nice and comfortably warm. It's going to get warmer as the weekend goes on with mid-80s for highs and upper 80s coming up next week. But not a bad day for baseball. Nice little breeze to cool you off. Left-handed hitting Mason holds up, watches ball one go by. Strike on the next pitch in. Evens the count now at 1-1. Great crew of people helping out, and we're getting us all set up here. And is it Dick Eberly? That's
Eberly.
Eberly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eberly, yeah.
Jeff
Jeff
Eberly.
Eberly,
Okay. And you got Terry Kiefer, also just a guy that we've known for years. He's been involved with the baseball and sports and everything over here. Fly out over to second base off the bat of Mason Holtz for 2 up and 2 down.
It looks like Page has a nice little curveball. Was able to dump that in.
Evan Sauer jumps on the first pitch, and a nice pickup by Bob Spanbauer over in the third base coach's spot. He seemed nervous about doing that. You're kind of taking control of what's going on, making some big decisions possibly on the base pass with your team and making some of the calls out there. And he's been doing baseball enough. It's second nature to him. He's just a baseball guy.
Bob's been coaching third all season. He's just messing with you when he tells you he's
I'm worried about going out there.
Yeah.
So you're worried he can't get out of the way? Because he's about 10 feet behind the pitcher's box, and a swing and a miss on the next pitch in, and Sauer goes down. 3 up, 3 down. So nice start there by Carson Page, and we'll be back with the bottom half of inning number 1 coming your way right after this on RP Sports.
Brooke Bourne at Rock River Realty is a proud sponsor of high school sports. If buying or selling, Brooke Bourne is ready to go. Brooke Bourne at Rock River Realty has a 2.5% commission. Call 920-251-0500. That's 920-251-0500. Email brookebourne at rockriverrealty.com. If buying or selling, Brooke Bourne at Rock River Realty is ready to go. Now accepting new clients.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
You're back. Welcome back to the bottom of inning number 1. The pond goes down quickly. A nice pitching performance that inning from Carson Page, getting a strikeout in there and taking care of business on the mound.
Yeah, only 10 pitches.
Yeah.
Top of the first inning, so yeah, very efficient.
We'll take a look at Waupun defensively. Big Jake Krieger on the mound for the Warriors with a 4-0 record on the season, .677 ERA. Chase Bean behind home plate. You got Mason Holtz over at first base, Landon Richter at second base, Evan Sauer the shortstop, Emmett Hull at third base. Left to right in Waupun's outfield, Brady White, Brian Ferris, and Ethan Cunningham. And the batting order for Port Washington, they'll start out with their shortstop, Sawyer Kolakowski, followed by Bear White, the center fielder, then left fielder Peyton Anderson, pitcher Carson Page, the cleanup batter. Chase Kranig batting fifth. He's their third baseman, then first baseman Colton Shaw. Jimmy Ward, the right fielder, bats seventh, followed by second baseman Cash Didier and Isaac Morgan. The catcher is batting ninth.
You mentioned Jake Krieger with a .66 with a 7 or whatever it was there, .6 ERA.
Yeah, ERA.
He is he's flirted with a number of no-hitters this season. He has. I'm sure he has one. He's had a one-hitter, I believe, and he's been, late in games still at no-hitter status when they were broken up late in the game. So yeah, he's been very efficient. He keeps the ball down in the zone. He gets a lot of ground ball outs, and he's got a great defense behind him. That's going to lead you to success.
Yeah, the big righty on the mound. See how the batters are for Port Washington. Sawyer Kolakowski. He is coming up first. Bear White awaiting on deck. Right-handed hitter is Sawyer. Nice pitch there from Krieger. Thinking about swinging with Sawyer, but lays off at a called strike one. Yeah, really nice crowd here filling that bleacher section. Big curveball and a swing and a miss in the next pitch. Yeah, remaking that harrowing drive 10 to 12 miles up the road to Beaver Dam. Oh, and that one back and up the middle. An 0-2 pitch taken up the middle of the bat of Sawyer Kowalkowski.
That pitch was probably off the plate on the outside. Actually, a great pitch by Krieger. Just a good job by Kowalkowski to go out and get it.
Yeah, took it right up the middle, too. It didn't try to hit it out towards right field or something being outside, but yeah, it's a nice hit. No time for Jake to react on that one. Left-handed hitter. Also in their lineup with Bear White up the bat, the center fielder. Runner goes. Here's the throw and safe. Pretty good speed by Kowalkowski. Popped right up after he got to the base and pretty slick. Got a good jump.
It appeared Chase Beam, he couldn't quite get the handle of that right away. I think he might have fumbled it a little in his glove and a little bit late on the delivery.
Krieger looking like he's got some pretty nice control in the game so far. Another called strike puts the count at 0-2.
And that's normal for Jake. He's always around the zone.
Little curveball gets him to swing and miss. But runner does advance over to third base, so one down, but a runner now at third for the Marauders. Yeah, I see a lot of familiar people here from the days of doing games in Beaver Dam. Of course, we've done a lot for just Waupun games, but there's a few years where I was doing actually some Beaver Dam games, helping them cover over here. And yeah, good people over there. Always were very nice to me, even though I was a Waupun guy when I came over. Like Tronson, of course, a legend around here on his coverage. You got Wade Bates, too. He's got a lot of years calling games in for a young guy. He's got a lot of years covering sports over in the Fond du Lac area, and his wife got a job over here, moved over to Beaver Dam, and dove right in, helping out over here. And that's going to get hit out towards left field, right at Brady White, hauls it in, and short right left field, so hauls it in, runner stays over at third base because he wasn't tagging up to start with anyway.
Yeah, that was not a good base running move right there. He probably had a chance to tag and go. Would have been close. White's got a good arm in left field, but yeah, he was 10, 12 feet down the line.
Brings up Carson Page, the pitcher, right-handed hitter. Big sweeping curveball finds the strike zone. No offer from Page. So it's kind of weird to get back on the saddle again here. The last thing I did was a Waupun Lady Warrior softball state championship game, and that's the last game I've called. Usually get another called strike. I always try to take a little break during the regular season for Legion ball, and we go all in for the postseason. And gets him to chase outside. Nice job coming back after that was down in the dirt, but they throw it to first to get the out. But a couple strikeouts in the inning. That leadoff base hit gets stranded over at third base. Nobody scores. And after one complete here at Beaver Dam, no score in the game. Back after this on RP Sports.
For over 18 years, from small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your state of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. See Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Okay, we are back at Waupun. Answers with another nice pitching performance by our pitcher with Jake Krieger up there. 12 pitches for him, and nobody scores. So we got a 0-0 ball game going into the top of inning number 2, and number 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order coming up for Waupun with Chase Beam, followed by Jake Krieger and Ethan Cunningham. Yeah, with the bracketing changed.
Yeah.
Now the winner of this game plays at 7. We know that, right? At 7 o'clock is what you heard?
The winner plays at 1, I believe.
That,
1 o'clock.
That's what I thought before.
The loser plays at 7. It was originally 4 if you lost.
Yeah, that was a change. They flipped those two. Little hopper right into the glove of the shortstop, Sawyer Kowalkowski. So they do play at 1 o'clock, and the change was between that second and third game. They flipped situations there.
I had to think about that for a minute. It was, If they win, they play at 1 o'clock. That stayed the same as the original bracket. If he would lose, it was supposed to be 4. Now it will be 7.
So Jake Krieger up to bat with Ethan Cunningham awaiting on deck. I was just thinking they were hearing Foreigner, and then they're playing, and they got their lead singer Lou Graham is performing over in Fond du Lac at the Thelma Sadoff Center for the Arts from 7 to 10 tomorrow. I was thinking, hey, could I still get there yet? They gave me some VIP tickets. I mean, if I wanted to get those, and so the big benefit of those is you have like your own private with VIP section people bathrooms. So that gets to be a big thing when you get the street full of people and the few people that took the VIP tickets. Otherwise, it's free to get to see them play. So I kind of was trying to factor that in, but I'm not sure. Too uncertain.
Yeah, band from our era.
Yeah, Lou not even with Foreigner anymore. But he's wrote a lot of the songs and not the head singer of the band anymore. A little few troubles. He had actually a brain tumor that they took out, and they kind of screwed up a little bit of his memory and a little bit of his performing. Swing and a miss on the next pitch into Jake, and he goes down swinging. So a couple strikeouts in the ball game for Carson Page. Kind of cruising along right now.
Yeah. Page is doing a nice job. We said this team, we don't know a lot about the Legion program, but their high school team struggled. Oftentimes a lot of the similar players, but yeah, he's doing a nice job on the mound.
This pitch well ahead of it is Ethan Cunningham. See him once in a while across the street playing pickleball, and see his dad out there and his sister Kenna Cunningham. A great athlete in the past for Waupun High School. Was a catcher on the softball team. Multiple sport athlete.
Ethan has had a really nice senior year.
Yeah.
He I would have called him, an average player, maybe a little better than average when he was younger. I think he had a really nice senior season, and in this Legion summer season, he's really performed well. He's had a lot of big hits, game-winning hits for this team. And
this pitch is a slow little bouncer over to the pitcher. He bobbles it a little bit, but regathers himself and still has time to get Ethan out. So another 1-2-3 inning for the pitcher for the Marauders, Carson Page. No score in the game. We're going to go to the bottom of the second inning coming your way right after this on RP Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
Get back. Okay, we are back in Beaver Dam. Both pitchers kind of cruising along so far in the score of this ball game. 0-0 going to the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, and efficient as well. So yeah, that bodes well for them getting deep into this game. Maybe throwing complete games.
Yeah, both teams would like to do that. Pitcher like Jake out there, like I said, any of about 3 pitchers for Waupun could be an ace for anybody. Try to keep him below a certain pitch count so he's usable right away and better used in the tournament yet.
Have to be under 45, but yeah, you'd have to see Waupun with a sizable lead before that would probably happen.
Up for post 82 now from Port Washington is Colton Shaw, their first baseman. Or I should say Chase Kranig is up right now. Ahead of myself, Colton Shaw waiting on deck, and Jimmy Ward in the hole now for Port Washington. This is the 1-1 pitch, just off the plate.
You can hear home plate umpire say, no, that's just outside. His exact verbiage.
Pretty much meaning it was close, but it was outside. Big sweeping curveball, and not getting that call either. Makes the count 3-1. Strike on the next pitch in, and Kranig is getting ready to toss the batter with that little delay from the home plate umpire, but called the strike. Makes it count 3-2.
Down and low in the zone at the knees.
And offers on the next one. Couldn't hold the bat back and goes down swinging. 3 strikeouts in the ball. Ponds Jake Krieger. That'll bring up Colton Shaw with Jimmy Ward awaiting.
Put the info out there to the Port Washington, a few of the people. I think they sent that back home, so we welcome anybody from Port on board.
A left-handed hitter with Shaw on deck and up to bat now, and falls the first one back and out of play. Yeah, nice spot to call here that Jeff found here, right in the top of the bleachers, right directly behind home plate. A little off-speed stuff on that one, chasing and swinging and missing is Shaw. Like I said, Jake did give up that hit, but that was actually a pretty good pitch. Wasn't in the strike zone, and he put it up the middle. And a little fastball off the plate and a swing and a miss by Shaw. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts will bring up Jimmy Ward, but 2 down, nobody on. Got the official, if you don't want to use the porta potty announcement. They do have some nice bathrooms. I don't remember those. Those were definitely not there when I was doing games before here. Big sweeping curveball, no offer, but that one right down the middle where it ended. Strike 1.
I think they practice football out here too, so they use those facilities for that.
Boy, Jake just looks comfortable and in control right now so far in the game.
Jake has looked that way for about 6 weeks. He's never, wow.
And that is strike 3, and Ward goes down looking. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. After 2 complete, no score in the ball game. Yeah, we'll be back right after this on RP Sports.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
A warm and humid Wisconsin summer. You know, at some point you'll be saying, "Turn on the AC!" Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Soon we'll be in a warm Wisconsin summer. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install American Standard furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Welcome back to Beaver Dam. Again, both pitchers pitching gems so far for both teams. And Jake Krieger only up to 24 pitches after 2 innings. And also pitching very well is Carson Page. 2 strikeouts, hasn't allowed a runner to reach yet. Pitching perfect so far in the ball game. And that'll bring up Bryant Ferris, center fielder, followed by Landon Richter and Brady White, number 7, 8, 9 in the batting order. Oh, and getting hit right away on the first pitch. Bryant not afraid to take a pitch and take one for the team. He wore it, and he gets himself a base.
And Bryant, he'll never jump out of the way of a pitch. He just stands in, takes the shot. Tough kid.
Yep. I think we got it down to a science where you kind of find the part of the body that's going to hurt the least when it hits you. So he's going to turn away from it like you're supposed to, and standing at first now. Landon Richter up. Throw to first, not in time.
That is Waupun's first base runner in this game.
Yep.
First time we're going to see Page out of the stretch.
This one's going to roll away from the catcher and don't have to push Bryant off the plate and move to second base. He jumps over there right away and has himself in good scoring position at second.
Yeah, the way this game is flowing, that's a big ball that got away and allowed Ferris to get into that scoring position.
Next one to Richter, misses low and away. Landon on the season for your number 8 batter, batting .326. It's a good number at number 8.
Yeah, experienced. Started for the high school team as a freshman. Kind of been in and out of the starting lineup in his career, but yeah, he's a solid fielder, solid hitter.
Got a better batting average than Christian Yelich. 316, I think, on the season. The next one misses down to the dirt, and now runners at first and second. Player hit by a pitch, a walk, and that'll bring up Brady White with runners at first and second. Christian, I don't know if we got the official word yet, if he's going to be out and have to have some kind of surgery on his back, or what's going on with him.
I heard they had positive news, but I didn't hear really what they just said. They had some positive news on him. Brady White squaring to bunt there, looking to move those two runners up.
And nobody out. Waupun trying to get on the board first, trying to bunt the runners over. That one is fouled back off the bat of White, makes the count now 1-1. Another game tonight. Only 4 teams in this regional. You got Beaver Dam taking on Kewaskum at 7 o'clock tonight. Again, showing bunt. That was going to be above his head. 2-1 the count.
Nice job by Brady to get the bat back and take that pitch high.
That one down to the dirt. And showing a little chink in his armor right now. He had such a solid first couple innings, but a little trouble. Hit a batter, walks a batter. Now down to the count to Waupun's Brady White, 3-1 the count. Offered on that one makes it a 3-2 count.
Yeah, now Brady's going to hit away, see if he can be productive here. Even if you do make an out, maybe push a ball hard to the right side.
That's going to stay high, and now bases are loaded for Waupun with nobody out in the top of the order. Coming up to bat with Emmett Hull.
Some guys pitch a lot better from the windup than they do out of the stretch. And ever since Page has gone to the stretch, he's struggled a little bit finding the zone. I'm going to move down, Steve, get a little closer to you.
First pitch into Emmett. Misses low. He grounded up to shortstop. He is first at bat back in the first inning. Mason Holtz awaiting on deck. And that catches the outside part of the plate. No offer from Emmett. 1-1 the count. It's down to the dirt, and good job by the catcher. with his glove a little bit and went right past him. So Evan Sauer up to bat. He struck out back in the first inning. 3 runs in for Waupun. 1 down on the board, throw to first. Ooh, that was almost off the mark and past the first baseman. The wheels have kind of fallen off here a little bit for the Marauders here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Looks like Mason thinking about, got a huge lead over at first base, thinking maybe he might be attempting to steal.
And the winner of this game plays the winner of the next game, Beaver Dam and Kewaskum, coming up tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Beaver Dam plays Kewaskum coming up the next game at 7 o'clock tonight. So a lot of their players over there in the bleachers. Plenty of room over there in the Port Washington bleachers for them to sit.
Now they have lights. They can play a late game.
Yeah.
It was a long time coming.
Little curve on that one, but way ahead of it, and ripping it foul down to the left field side off the bat of Evan Sauer. Chase Beam awaiting on deck.
You do not see Evan Sauer behind on many pitches. It's either screamed to left or it's pulled foul.
That's going to miss just off the plate. Yeah, Evan, one of those guys that's done with his high school career. Not sure age-wise is he able to come back?
He is young enough. He is young
good.
enough that he could play.
It's good news.
The additional season.
That one, little flyby there right over the top of the head of Evan Sauer. See those helicopters in town? Watch those land over by our.
I went there and watched them on the. Yeah, we went there. My grandson was at our house and he actually got to go inside of the helicopter and.
Runner goes, but foul ball. Yeah, pretty cool watching them, flying. How many did you see over there?
I was told there was going to be 9 today.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
We went on Wednesday when my grandson was at our house, and they landed. The incredible gentlemen that were piloting that thing, 4 guys that got off. They let kids go inside, take pictures. They answered questions. It was quite neat.
Yeah, and again another walk issued to Waupun. Evan Sauer will get a free pass. Putting runners now at first and second base. All this happening mostly by walks after a very solid first 2 innings for Carson Page. After that, he's had trouble with Waupun plunking on the first pitch of Brian Ferris, and after that the wheels really fell off.
Now he's looking at Chase Beam, the big guy. Can do some damage with the bat.
Chase batting .463 on the season.
Yeah, those Black Hawk helicopters, they're big.
They look big.
They're big. They're big and they're imposing.
And this is hit out towards left field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Everybody advances a base. Beams helped load up the bases now for Waupun. Leading 3-0. Still only 1 down. Yeah, we'll bring up Jake Krieger. Jake struck out back in the 2nd inning. Yeah, a lot of activity going on with the EAA Air Adventure. Seen a lot of jets go over, a lot of planes and formations going over, old fighter planes going over Waupun. We're kind of on their flight path for most planes that are coming from the south.
Saw one of those yesterday. I don't know if it was an F-16 or an F-22, whatever those. It was large, and it was flying low. I mean, to me, it looked like it was 300 or 400 yards. It was very low, and when it went over near my house, and it just a roar. Impressive.
Fastball's going to miss on the next pitch in. Yeah, I should get there, but I'm just always intimidated by the amount of people that go to this thing. It just loads it up. The highways are busy. And they try to make things as easy as they can with little shuttles to get you from the parking areas and things like that. You can maybe get a parking spot set ahead of time in some parking lots. It's a 2-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out towards left field, giving chase as Peyton Anderson gets past him. And Waupun's going to score at least a couple runs right now, and a commanding lead. All these runs here in this top of the third inning. They got charged into the
round.
looks like coach is coming up to talk to his pitcher right now. Nice little inning here for Waupun, getting 5 runs on the board. It looked like it was a pitcher's duel through, 2 innings. All of a sudden, Waupun gets to the pitcher, Carson Page, in a big way. Some free passes, hit a batter. Waupun putting a good bat on the ball, besides getting some runs in.
And
errors.
All started with Brian Ferris being hit in the buttock. After that, everything was going crazy. A couple of walks in a row after that. Yeah, hit batter, 2 straight walks. Trying to score this. What do you think about Mason Holtz's hit there to first? You gonna score that a hit or an error?
I don't know. I wish Scotty Van Galen was here.
I'd give him a hit. What the heck?
I know.
Unofficial.
What would Scotty do? And he would give him a hit on that. And another hard hit ball out towards left field is going to drop in, and 2 more runs are going to come in for Waupun. There'll be a throw at the plate, but sliding it head first. Now 2 more runs in for Waupun, now leading 7-0. Waupun just going off. Another base hit for the Warriors. 2 RBIs for Ethan Cunningham. Stands now at second base. And the 10th batter of the inning for Waupun, Brian Ferris, got to see one pitch hit him. That's the only pitch he saw, and he headed over to first base and ended up scoring. Low and away on the first pitch in from Carson Page.
Ferris, not your typical 7-hitter. He's more of a leadoff kind of guy. He gets on base.
Ooh, that one sails almost behind his head on that pitch. Way out of control for Page. Yeah, Bryant, just a fun athlete to watch. Great baseball player. I loved watching him on the basketball court. He's just a intense guy out there, and he makes things happen. Great defense, and just fun to watch. Just good, aggressive player no matter what he does.
Yeah, as far as a baseball player, he can play anywhere.
Yeah.
He can play shortstop, he can, anywhere in the infield, but he's a good middle infielder, good outfielder. He's caught for this team when they've been short on catchers.
Good lead off by Cunningham, and scoots over to third base.
I think this coaching staff, they kind of trust these kids to know, and if they can get a read on a pitcher when they know they can get a good jump, they just let them go on their own.
Yeah, I agree. You get the right team, and I've seen that with softball too. The team they've had last year, the team that they got to state with a few years before that, was a team that you really need to tell them. You just kind of let them their own instinct. They just had a high baseball or softball IQ, and you trust them. Count is still 3-2 to Bryant, battling right now. A little tougher this battle that he had. Carson Page in his first time in this inning. Second at bat. Still only 1 down to the runner at third, and 7 runs in this inning. And Bryant gets issued a walk.
That should be an ice cream or something to get on base twice in the same inning, right?
Should get something. Their trip out to the mound is going to be a pitching change. Why don't we take a break right now? Come back right after this. Waupun leading 7-0. Top of the third inning with 1 down. Runner at third, back after this on RP Sports.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and
Welcome back. Waupun still in the top of the third inning, leading 7-0, and we are sitting now in a perfect spot to call the game. The National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth. Runners at the corners, now runners at second and third base for Waupun. And new pitcher in with just kind of a change with the shortstop and the pitcher, Sawyer Kowalkowski. Right-handed pitcher coming in. Looks like he's got a little pop in his pitches. Kind of lower himself down and go sidearm once in a while. We saw in his warm-up pitches.
Yeah, different arm slot. Yeah, you got good velocity. That time straight over the top, and then we, as you said, we saw him submarine pitch almost in the down maybe 18 inches off the ground when he released the ball on a good breaking pitch.
Ooh, that one goes behind the batter, and that's going to allow Cunningham to score from third base. And Ferris slides over to third base. So the deluge keeps on happening here in the top of the third inning. 8 runs in this inning. What was a pitcher's duel for 2. Upon bringing 8 in.
Yeah, 11th, 10th hitter to come to. There's another pass ball.
Yeah, that's going to bring another run in for Waupun, now leading 9-0. Wow.
It's a ball that should be handled right there, but just a little different pitcher on the mound, a little more sweeping.
2-2 the count for Landon Richter, number 8 in the batting order. Chopped over towards the shortstop, picked up by Carson Page. Throws the first, a strike to first base. Carson Page to get the out. So 2 down. Base is clear now for Waupun. And Brady White coming up to bat. Earlier this inning, he had walked and scored. Coming right at him and just got out just in time. Didn't break like maybe the pitcher thought it was going to.
It was pretty close to being a strike, I think, actually.
Yeah.
That thing hooked. Yeah, again, that arm slot, that thing hooked.
Well, fastball is going to be off the plate outside. 2-0 the count. Yeah, swing and a miss on the next pitch in. He's a fast worker, too.
Yes,
As soon as he gets it, he wants to get it done. 2-1 pitch. And again, that one missing a bit inside. Just maybe not getting the movement he wants with it. I don't know. 3-1 the count now. It's going to miss low and inside, and a walk is now issued to Brady White. A second walk of the inning. A lot of ice cream cones going out to the Waupun batters. Top of the order now comes up with Emmett Hull with his third at-bat of the ball game. And this is the third inning.
Better to be on base twice in the same inning than to make 2 outs in the same inning. That's always the one that you get ribbed by your teammates a bit.
What was Jeff Taves, the golden sombrero? What's that one? Jeff, text me if you if you are listening right now. I remember that. And then getting hit by the pitch is Emmett Hull.
Yeah, I don't know, it had something to do with Noodle. He had that thing, and he used to pass it around to the moms, and they would wear it during the games, and I don't even know what the significance of it was, to be honest with you.
Remember him saying that? Yeah, so Jeff, if you were listening right now, make sure you just let us know what exactly that means.
Yeah, they couldn't go to a game without having that on. That was we traveled around to the Nationals, and that hat, big old black and gold sombrero, went everywhere. My wife wore that a few times. Heidi Wardeen wearing it, I remember, and Julie Taves.
Mason Holtz up to bat right now. 1-1 the count for him.
Got a kid up on top of the dugout here.
Well, I don't like I've seen anybody on top of a roof anywhere anymore.
No.
Makes me a little nervous.
Apparently the slope isn't too much for that kid to go up there.
Secret Service around here for this. I don't know. Just don't like seeing that. 2-2 the count now with 2 down. Runners at first and second for Waupun. 9 runs in the inning. Holtz fights the next one off, fouls it back.
Pitch was probably inside. Mason got it started, couldn't hold back. Really happy for him. This is his last season, being able to get back in here and play.
Some bounces past the pitcher, kind of slowly getting to second base, and they're not going to get him over there. It's a perfectly hit ball with just enough to stay away from the pitcher and slow enough to get to second base for him to get himself an infield hit.
Emmett Hull doing a nice job. He's kind of weighted up and obscured the fielder's vision there until the last second.
Kevin Sauer up to bat.
I'm going to take the liberty and call that a base hit for Mason as well.
Yeah, that's an infield hit. That's going to go off the glove of the catcher again. That's a very catchable ball, and a run's going to score. Now Waupun leading at 10-0. What a nightmare inning here for Port Washington, the Marauders.
That is Brady White coming home to score, where he walked.
Now runners at second and third base. And swings and misses on the next pitch in. It is popped in the air, and it's going to make its way out of play. 15th batter of the inning up for Waupun. 10 runs in.
I've had games where I've had to slide over in our scorebook, slide over an inning to finish an inning, but I don't think I've ever had to do it twice.
I don't think I've never had. Well, I guess once when I saw Oakfield over at Randolph once, and they went through, I forgot how many times, 2.5 times through the order.
More than 18.
And that's going to be hit out over the top of the second baseman's head, and that's going to bring in 2 more runs for Waupun, now leading 12-0 here in the top of the third inning. All runs scored in this inning.
That was a nice piece of hitting right there by Sauer on the breaking pitch. Stayed back, kept the hands back, able to drive the ball the opposite way.
A crazy inning here for Waupun. Chase Beam up to bat now, watches the first pitch miss low and away.
This game was moving along quickly, 0-0. Now this half inning is taking forever.
And this is drilled up the middle for a base hit. So Beam with his second hit of the inning. Had a single and scored earlier this inning and gets himself another single. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Jake Krieger had that double last at bat here in this inning that brought a couple runs in for Waupun. First pitch is swung on and fouled back and out of play.
Yeah, the ball hit left center, but he hit it so hard, just able to hit it over the left fielder's head.
And it's drilled right at the pitcher and picks it up before it hits the ground. I should say the former pitcher, Carson Page, at shortstop, picks it up to get the out, but not before the damage is done. 12 runs come in in the inning. 7 hits for Waupun. They just went off on the Marauders, and we'll be back with Port Washington's answer coming your way right after this on RP Sports.
Chocolate, coffee, popcorn, ice cream. That's all that needs to be said about Guth's candy. But Steve and Katie Guth offer much more than your favorite confectionery cravings. Hundreds of decadent handcrafted creations and classic candy faves are swirled together in a casual cafe for long talks, guiltless indulgences, and hot refills. Guth's Candy, corner of Highway 49 and 151 Waupun. Order your Guth favorites online for a sweet surprise at guthscandy.com. Guth's Candy in Waupun, a chocolate legacy 4 generations strong.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
If you're looking
Okay, welcome back to Beaver Dam. Waupun goes off for 12 runs in the top of the 3rd inning, lead this game 12-0. And Port Washington coming up and a stun from that inning from the Warriors. But I want to talk a little bit about American Legion Post 210. I tell you, they're looking for new members, and they do appreciate when those guys, Bob Petroli said he signed somebody up just the other day, but he said the only problem is he's the same age as Bob when he signed him up. I mean, they're looking for anybody, but they really like to see some more young blood come in there, too. But they'll take everybody and anybody. They do so many good things around the community besides, serving their country like they did, that we really thank them for that. But they also are looking for some new members to help them out for the many things that they do around the community. So get a hold of someone over at the Legion, Post 210 in Waupun. They also have a great banquet hall and a nice bar down there. If you want to rent that, the hall, we had that for kind of a pre-class reunion thing, and it's a nice little area back there. And you got the bar that's sitting right there. They've got food. They serve up pizzas. I know they got a chicken wing night there, and they do a lot of great things, and a nice hidden little gem with the Legion Post bar that they have in town, so check that out.
I did not go to the Legion bar for decades, from the time when we were young, Steve, and then some of these Legion parents and stuff, maybe back 5 or 7 years ago, started going there to support them, and we went a few times. Just always had a great time there.
It was fun going there, especially the basketball players. You get Colton Holman in there, and he's like, at that time, like 6'7" or 6'8", and you couldn't stand up right by the area to come down. They visited Dad and Jordan, Billy, and the bunch there. And going down, number 8 in the batting order, Cash Didier. The strikeout for Jake. Jake's still looking like he's in a nice little groove. Our Bar, another one of our sponsors, too. I should mention them. And they've got the Waupun football meat raffle coming up this Sunday at 11 a.m. So check that out. Get involved. Get yourself entered in that. Maybe you can go home with some winnings, some meat at the meat raffle at Our Bar. Another great sponsor of high school sports.
Get yourself a quarter beef, maybe a half a beef, or just some burgers.
Yeah, that's this Sunday. Again, I get there before 11 a.m. to get your tickets bought. And, yeah, that's kind of fun. There's a lot of places doing that. Meat raffles and your gun raffles out there, too. A lot of things going on. The meat raffle's a big one, though, now. Number 9 in the batting order, Isaac Morgan. He is up to bat. Count is now 1-1 with one down. Nobody on. 12-0 lead for Waupun on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Swing and a miss on the next pitch in makes the count 1-2.
Tail of this game. This is Morgan's first at bat. Waupun hit 15 guys bat last in the top of the inning.
The curveball starts in the strike zone and bends off the plate away from the right-handed hitter, Isaac Morgan. Sawyer Kowalowski, he is awaiting on deck. Now the pitcher in the ball game. This is popped in the air towards right field. Coming in strong is Ethan Cunningham. Good jump on the ball and hauls it in for the out. So 2 up and 2 down. And Sawyer Kolakowski coming up to bat.
I'm sure they're keeping a close watch right now on Jake Krieger's pitch count, and I would think with this 12-run lead, they may consider pulling him at the appropriate time here, so he would be able to come back and throw.
I'm not sure where he's at right now. He had 24 going into the inning, but retired the first 2 batters. This is the one guy that's got the 1 base hit on him, the one guy that has reached base for Port Washington. Sawyer led off the game getting that 0-2 pitch, taking it out to center field for a base hit, the only base hit for Port Washington.
Heads up back there, kids. Always worry. Kids playing behind and get a high pop-up.
Oh, takes some off of that one on a swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts, 1-2-3 inning. Waupun now after 3 complete leading this game 12-0. Back after this with the top of the 4th on RP Sports.
To take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by W&D Navas, a family-owned business operating in the Waupun area for over 60 years. Their 3rd generation is very involved in the running of the business. W&D Navas is a commercial industrial business specializing in convenience stores, fast food restaurants, auto parts stores, and apartment complexes, along with a landscape rock division. No job is too big for the professionals at W&D Navas Waupun.
Andy with us here at the other bar, Main Street, Waupun, to talk about a great event coming up here. Andy, talk about the next meat raffle and who it benefits.
That's right. We're going to do a special event meat raffle. We usually don't do them until we pick them up again in fall, but we're going to bring one out August 4th, Sunday afternoon, looking at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to do a meat raffle that's going to benefit the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So the fine folks from Make-A-Wish asked us to do one, so we're going to do a special event one on August 4th at 2 p.m.
All right, so when people come in, what do they expect that day?
Oh, you can expect we'll run some drink specials, and of course, and we're going to sell some meat, some paddles, and have a lot of fun. We have a spin a prize wheel and do a 50-50 along with it, all for the benefit of the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
All right, talk about some of the great things going on here throughout the week here, Andy.
Hey, we got specials going on all day, every day during the week. Mondays is all-you-can-eat shrimp and fries. Tuesdays is Mexican all day. Wednesdays is wings after 4 p.m. Thursdays is burger day. Friday is fish all day, of course, open to close. Saturday is appetizer specials. And Sunday, of course, we're back to wings, and we do it all over again.
Andy, have a great week. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Andy with us here at the other part.
Okay, we are back for the top of inning number 4. Jake Krieger just kind of cruising right through the batting order of the Marauders, only giving up 1 hit to the very first batter in the ball game.
That was a 2-strike pitch as well, and a good pitch, I thought, breaking pitch outside.
And now having some trouble is Kolakowski. Way outside, 2-0 the count now to Ethan. He brought a couple runs in during that 12-run 3rd inning with that base hit. Also scored in the inning.
Isaac Morgan having a little trouble behind the plate, too. He's not able to glove those pitches cleanly.
Slow little rollover towards first base. Pitcher's over there, and they get him just in time. Good job by the pitcher, Kolakowski, to get over there and cover first base. Got it just about a half step before Cunningham got there. So 1 up, 1 down.
Noah Trimmer on the call. Noah worked the game at good pitch.
He's fooled. Waupun, he's not going to get out of there, Brian. Well, he's been hit once already in the ball game, but that started out right at him and then found the inside part of the plate for a called strike 1.
And Trimmer, he worked the game in Waupun on Celebrate Waupun night over there.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Next pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-2 the count. It is a strike and a strike 3.
Delayed call.
Yeah, a dramatic effect on that one. Going down looking is Bryant. And tell you, when he gets that ball under control, Kolakowski, it's a nasty little pitch coming right at you and then finding the inside part of the plate. Waupun players getting out of the way. Well, that one was going to curve enough. It stayed behind the back of Landon Richter. Brady White awaiting on deck.
Brady's not ready to go get the ball for our umpire.
What's your thoughts on that when they don't go get the ball for you? Kind of or remind them of.
Yeah, I mean, it usually doesn't happen. Somebody will do it. Brady was apparently getting some equipment or something. He wasn't out there at the time. Tell you what, we had that 17U Legion tournament in Waupun last weekend. And just an amazing amount of sportsmanship by players and coaches. It was just so smooth, unbelievably smooth.
And you said you heard that some places were having regionals that weekend and we're not having as good a experience and having some trouble. And everything seemed pretty. I just went down there for one night, but everything seemed to be nice and cool and relaxed.
It was really, coaches were super.
Richter stays alive, fouls one back. Count is at 3-2 with 2 down, nobody on. All the damage done in the top of the third inning by post 210, leading 12-0.
Now Brady White's ready to go. And
yeah, I guess he's all over that one.
He just wasn't out there yet. I don't know what he was gathering some equipment up in the back part of the dugout.
Ooh. Nice job by Landon. You don't want to get hit on the fourth ball.
No.
You just want that one to harmlessly go by you. But that was right behind him, and he's issued a walk. So runner at first with 2 down, and Brady White, number 9 in the batting order, coming up.
American Legion does use the 10-run mercy rule. 10 after 5. They would have to play 5 complete, Waupun being the visiting team.
Yeah, Waupun dogging it a little bit, getting guys out there on deck. Emmett having a little, not being out there, and the umpire kind of waited because there was a bat out there too, besides on the on-deck circle. Yeah, Beaver Dam up in the bleachers right now, and they will be playing against Kewaskum coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. Only 4 teams in this AA regional. Everybody trying to get to West Salem coming up next week for the state AA Legion baseball tournament. Ooh, it was right over the top of Brady White. I don't know if I've ever been to West Salem. The place is over in that area, but to actually be in that town, I'm not sure if I was or not.
It's just
a little north of La Crosse?
North and probably east of La Crosse, I think, a little bit
okay.
off the river. Yeah, off.
Okay.
Not quite as far west as La Crosse.
We took the Mississippi, the Great River Road wine tour one time, and I think we may have been through there, leaving La Crosse area, and ended up cruising through there. Strike on the next pitch in. That is a beautiful, just to take that drive.
Yeah.
Is beautiful, especially you go to Alma and you go to Danzinger's Winery and you're up on the hill looking over the miles, just miles. This one's head out towards right field and it's going to drop on in the gap, and here goes Richter rounding second over to third base and is still getting the ball. Made it all the way out to the warning track out in right center field. Throw over to third base is not in time. A RBI triple off the bat of Brady White. Boy, that thing just perfectly placed ball and got past the 2 outfielders, and all the way you could see on the warning track there, the dust coming up where he got the ball, and good speed on the base pass gets Brady over to third base, but brings a run in for Waupun, now leading 13-0.
Brady's been on base all 3 times.
Yeah.
2 walks and a triple.
Ooh, and him at Hull. First pitch into him hits him right down in the lower middle back. Runners at the corners, and Mason Holtz coming up. He had that infield single his last at bat back in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, things certainly changed. First 2 innings for Port, very clean, good defense, well pitched, and then just blowing up now.
Yeah, Carson Page really was just total control. 3 or 6 batters, got them all out, a couple strikeouts in there. Yeah. Pitching a perfect game through 2, and after that he gave up that Hit a batter right away to start things out, then a couple of walks and everything. The wheels just fell off then after that. He walks, and then finally Waupun started getting some hits in the middle of all that. It was crazy. I think they had 7 hits, they said, in the according to the scoreboard in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, that's what I had as well. 7 hits and 12 runs.
And this is hit, slicing away from the center fielder, and that gets past him. It's going to make it all the way out to the fence. That's going to score a couple of runs. Over to second base now is Mason Holtz heading over to third base. There'll be a throw at third off the mark. And Mason stands over at third base, and it goes out of play maybe into the dugout or something, because issued the final base and comes home. Mason Holtz puts a charge into the ball out to left center field, just out of the reach of the center fielder. And in the end of it all, he gets himself home too.
Mason has scored 3 times in this ball game. He popped out to the second baseman in the 1st inning, and after that, been on base. 3 consecutive runs scored by him.
Yeah, the first 2 batters retired for Waupun. A ground out and a strikeout, and after that, a walk and a triple, hit by pitch, and Mason Holtz gets that hit to bring in 2 runs and then gets himself in.
That's trouble.
That's short left field, and the left fielder's just going to let it bounce in front of him. And Evan trying to get something going again for Waupun.
If you're pitching, you're like, come on, guys, make a little more effort here. That's a catchable ball.
I thought that was. I think that was at least the one to give a shot in. Okay, runner at first, and Chase Beam coming up to bat. He's 2 for 3 in the ball game. Had those 2 singles in the 3rd inning.
You want to say that again? You had 2 singles in the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh, yeah. This one, you have to go to his right just a little bit to get it, but hauling in it was a left fielder, Peyton Anderson, but not before more damage done. Pine comes up with 3 more hits, put 3 more runs, or 4 more runs on the board. Now lead this game 16-0. And the Marauders will be coming up right after this with the bottom of the 4th inning in RP Sport.
Waupun. Shop great deals this week at Waupun's Piggly Wiggly. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts for $2.49 per pound. Country Hearth split top bread, buy 1, get 1 free. Kemp's Ice Cream, $3.99 with your card. Deals on 7-Up, RC Cola, or Dr. Pepper all this week at Waupun's Piggly Wiggly. And a reminder to shop cattails connected to Waupun's Piggly Wiggly on Gateway Drive in Waupun. Shop the pig all this week for great deals.
Brooke Bourne at Rock River Realty is a proud sponsor of high school sports. If buying or selling, Brooke Bourne is ready to go. Brooke Bourne at Rock River Realty has a 2.5% commission. Call 920-251-0500. That's 920-251-0500. Email brookebourne at rockriverrealty.com. If buying or selling, Brooke Bourne at Rock River Realty is ready to go. Now accepting new clients.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
Extend your vertical tillage options with the new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010, available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun. Proven Excalibur VT blades stay sharp to cut tough residue and create a superior seedbed. New adjustable gang angles put you in charge. Select 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. The mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive rear star wheels break clods and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seedbed. No daily grease maintenance features save you time and money. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 29.5 foot to 40 foot working widths. To learn more, visit www.kuhn.com.
And we're back. Okay, welcome back. New pitcher for Waupun with a 16-0 lead going into the bottom of inning number 4. 7 hits in the 3rd inning, 3 hits in the 4th inning. 4 runs come in. Now 16-0 lead for Waupun. And on the mound.
Trey Schmidt in the game, Steve. He's in for Bryant Ferris right now. So Coach Brent Ferris taking his own son out of the game at this 16-0 game, bringing in Trey Schmidt.
And Bear White, the left-hander, coming up to bat, just his second at bat of the ball game. Struck out back in the 1st inning. Brady White out there, I tell you, Wapun's going to be sitting good for pitching. A lot of great pitchers. We got Krieger out of there before he hit the in time, so he's going to be available. That one is scooped up by Evan Sauer. Throws a strike to first base to get the out. And bringing you the game from the National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth. Jeff's got a nice spot for us right here with an umbrella and everything, and all of his cameras set up. We appreciate that. We can come waltzing in with our headsets, and with Jeff.
Brought his wife Julie along to pack the gear up, carry it up with him. Yeah, Brady White, he's got a live arm. He has struggled when he was younger, especially with control, but I think he's gotten much better as of late.
This is a deep out towards left field, giving chase by the fence, and that is out of here off the bat of Peyton Anderson. Looked innocent enough when it took off from the bat. I was not one of those you knew right off of the bat that it was going to be gone. Had a little air underneath it, but you get a little wind pushing out that way too besides, and takes it out left center field for a solo shot.
Doesn't matter that much. Just, you know, worry about the next guy. Continue to get outs.
Peyton's feeling good, though, about things.
Yeah.
You crank one.
That's well hit.
Yeah. He had a lot of hang time on that one. Carson Page coming up, struck out back in the 1st inning.
Pretty much the wind blowing straight out towards center.
Yeah.
Maybe a little left center.
Definitely, with air time, definitely had a little push for that, too, but still a nice hard hit. We'll pop out over to second base, over to Landon Richter off the bat of Carson Page, the starting pitcher in today's game. And that will now bring up Chase Kranig, their 3rd baseman. He struck out back in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, only a second appearance for these guys at the plate for Port.
Yeah.
Upon some of their guys have been up, you know, look, once.
Bunch of them with
4 times has it been already for some? Yes.
Yeah. I think 4 of the guys have had 4 at bats already in the ball game.
Yes.
Many of them twice in the 3rd inning.
Yeah. The old team has batted 3 times, and some of them almost half the order, 4th.
Pitch fastball misses high.
Brady, he's got too much hair. I'm jealous. Can't keep his hat on.
I remember always teasing those guys about that. And I told you about that picture that I found when I was 15 years old. I was in the Senior League All-Stars. I was 14 or 15 at the time, and showed a picture of our team with Jeff Amber, Craig Arns, and a bunch of guys out there, and it shows me out there in the back row. Perfect hair flared out to the side, exactly the way they wear it right now. I always tease those guys. Did you get your hair all perfectly put underneath your baseball hat? You know, the hockey guys are big. They like having that hair, that nice flow coming out from underneath that helmet. That a hockey thing? They like that. That's a yeah. You got to do it when you're young because you don't always have that hair to do that with. So you got to do it when you have it. Strikeout on the last batter up with Chase Kranig, and a nice little job there by Brady White coming in and doing a great job. It's that one solo shot that went out in left center field, and we'll come back with the top of the fifth right after this on RP Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
Okay, we are back in Beaver Dam. Nice job by Brady White coming in relief. Just gave up that solo shot, otherwise rock solid performance from him. And here goes Waupun coming up in the top half of inning number 5 with a 16-1 lead. Trey Schmidt, who just checked into the ball game, up to bat, getting his first at bat of the game. This one into him, misses low and outside. Still Sawyer Kolkowski on the mound here for Port Washington. Next one's going to miss well outside, 2-0 the count. And don't forget to, you're a veteran, be part of your local American Post 210 American Legion Post, and they do a lot of good things for the community. It's nice to stay active. That's going to be a pulled foul on the ground up the third base side.
They certainly do a lot for the community.
They do.
It's amazing, and always one of the first groups to volunteer when any kind of community needs some type of service.
And that's going to be sliced out to a right center field drop in for a base hit. Nice job by Schmidt. Getting a chance, taking advantage of it, and base hit for Schmidt. They'll bring up Ethan Cunningham. You know, all you have to do is just get a hold of the post over there, and they'll hook you up with the person if you want to just look into being a member there. They'll take any ages, like I said before, but I'd like to see some young blood coming in there. The numbers have really been going down the last years with the aging veteran community in Waupun, so I'd love to have some younger guys to help out. Whenever I see their little brat fryer hamburger fry or a Piggly Wiggly, I will always stop over there and buy something.
Me as well.
Good bunch over there.
Yeah, they usually tell me like, you know, $7.50 or whatever I'm getting. I'm just like, take a 10.
Yeah, I do
Keep
too.
the change.
Little chopper over towards third base. They look over to second, try to get that lead. Runner's going to go past the second baseman over there, and runner safe at first and second. A little bit of an errant throw past the second baseman. Runners at first and second. We have nobody out for Waupun. Is that Colin Campos coming up to bat right now for Waupun?
That is, yes. Lefty.
Colin getting his first at bat of the ball game.
Colin's got a little pop in his bat. I've seen him hit some balls deep.
Yeah, big solid young man up there. This pitch is fouled out of play over on the first base side.
Not wasting any time.
No.
Getting the game, first pitch, swinging.
It's the mentality some have. Maybe your first pitch is going to be the best pitch you're going to see, and jump on it right away if it's in there. That's a sweet-looking curveball swept right through the strike zone. No offer from Colin. Puts the count now at 0-2. And strike three. Then one of those curves that come right at you and then catch the inside part of the plate. So Colin goes down looking. for 1 down, and that'll bring up Landon Richter up to the plate. Landon's walked a couple times, scored once in the ball game. This is popped out towards short right field, second baseman, right on the edge of the outfield grass. Cash Didier hauls it in for the out. An impressive game here for Waupun, flexing their muscle a little bit and showing. I tell you, you got to take him even with Mason Holtz in the lineup for Waupun. We kind of worried about that at one time, but he's all cleared to play. And when you put your ace back in the lineup, that really adds some strength to a very strong team already. It's going to curve off the plate away from the right-handed hitter.
Ball tossed away, but Waupun, with this big lead, you do the sporting thing and you just go station to station right now. You certainly do want to try and end it in 5, though. It helps your team, helps your pitching.
Yeah, great game pitching-wise. Waupun, Jay Krieger, what a great performance he had in the ball game. Pitching 3 innings, keeping his pitch count down. He's available. Waupun sitting really good right now. And if they win this ball game, hang on, they should. They'll be playing tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And you hope for a win there because then they don't play till Sunday, I believe.
That's correct.
They did switch a couple times around on us, so. And I'd say it's a check swing and a strike 3 for Brady White. So a couple strikeouts there for Sawyer Kolakowski. Waupun does not score in the inning, but they do have a 16-1 lead. Back with the bottom of the 5th right after this on RP Sports.
Extend your vertical tillage options with the new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010, available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun. Proven Excalibur VT blades stay sharp to cut tough residue and create a superior seedbed. New adjustable gang angles put you in charge. Select 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. The mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive rear star wheels break clods and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seedbed. No daily grease maintenance features save you time and money. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 29.5 foot to 40 foot working widths. To learn more, visit www.kuhn.com.
Okay, we are back with the bottom of the 5th inning. Waupun looking to wrap this thing up in 5 innings, and back on the mound for post 210 is Brady White. And up to bat right now, Nate Differt, one of the players getting their first at bat of the ball game up for Port Washington. And Differt gets hit, so he'll head down to the first base line. Definitely have to talk to Jake Krieger. That was a pretty impressive, dominating performance by him.
Normal appearance for Jake in the last couple of months or 6 weeks at least. Just normal, go out in the mound and just pound the strike zone.
Yeah.
Keep the ball, knee high, consistently knee high, and get the job done. Mix up your curveball, your fastball.
Yeah, this is the one guy that I didn't get his first name. This Mr. Sneeg. Up to bat number 16.
Coach's kid, right?
Coach's son.
Yeah, coach's son.
David Sneeg's son on the mound, or on the, I should say, at the plate right now. So we got that runner at first, nobody out. 15-run lead. 16-1 Waupun on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. And we're covering all their regional games for American Legion Post 210. Waupun will be playing at 1 o'clock tomorrow against the winner of the Beaver Dam against Kewaskum game being played tonight at 7 o'clock. Yeah, good to get back in the saddle again after a nice little break. Wife said, go ahead, go to the game. Yeah. You got one tomorrow? Good. Go to that one too. I didn't see Barb crying any tears either when I mentioned it.
No.
She's used to you being gone anyway right now because you're gone.
Well, it was a busy weekend at least, yeah. We're both home during the day now, so we see each other plenty. Had some projects done last night yet. Some lawn work done, a little tree planted.
Where'd you put a tree in over there?
Put one on my east side there, just one of these little ones in that little area between me and Mr. Rocco.
Our garden is out of control with things growing in that, and then our little plants we have all in Debbie's little planters she have with all the flowers just are looking unbelievable.
Got the moisture and the heat, the perfect garden. Yeah, we picked, well, I should say my wife picked beans, and she had, she must have had like 4 pounds in one picking.
But Hull picks it up, goes to second with it, going for 2. They'll pat of the glove, and they're going to miss the runner at first base. Didier's going to head over to second base.
That was Richter over there, and I wasn't sure if they had replaced him, but it was Landon on the throw.
So 2 down, the runner at second base, and Coach Brent Ferris going to have to talk to his pitcher. What are you going to tell him right now?
I'm telling him throw strikes. That's what I'm telling him. And he obviously knows that, but yeah, get ahead.
Just get ahead, get this done. And
he might not be telling him anything. He might just went out there to break the rhythm and ask him, where are you going for fish tonight?
Yeah, I was going to say fish fry at the other bar.
Anything like that, man.
Mom and Dad, and we'll head out and have some fish tonight. Like you mentioned, we're trying to figure out where we're going to eat coming up tonight. I'm not going to stick around for the Beaver Dam game, but we are going to stick around for some interviews if you want to stick around and let some of our players talk about the game today, and hopefully a nice long run in the tournament for a post 210 looking pretty good. 12 runs in the 3rd inning, 4 runs in the 4th inning. That's all the runs they've got. 16-1, they lead this game. Isaac Morgan, number 9 in the batting order, up. Just a second at bat of the ball game. And that is strike 3. Going down looking is Isaac Morgan. So, great job of relief out there for Brady White. Waupun wins this game 16-1. I'm going to grab the microphone, and we're going to head down and talk to a few Waupun players, and hopefully Coach Brent Ferris also will give us a little time here after the game. Waupun wins 16-1. They play at 1 o'clock tomorrow against the winner of the Beaver Dam taking on Kewaskum game. That's being played at 7 o'clock tonight here in Beaver Dam. I mean, we want you to tune in and watch us, but hey, come down and cheer for them tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock and put some suntan lotion on. You're going to be warm. And we're going to come back with those interviews right after this on RP Sports.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
A warm and humid Wisconsin summer. You know, at some point you'll be saying,
"Turn on the AC!"
Whee! Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Soon we'll be in a warm Wisconsin summer. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install American Standard furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, and orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezine and
My main slipped. Okay.
Hey, I'm Steve Winterhack, and we're back at Beaver Dam. Waupun winning in their first game of the AA Legion tournament, knocking off Port Washington by a score of 16-1. And a couple players here for Waupun we'll talk to after the game. Brady White having a nice game here today, scoring 3 times in the ball game. He had that triple in the fourth, and he put a little charge in the ball. And just talk about your role here today with just finding a way to get on base.
His microphone's off. Gotta turn it on.
I'll get it for you.
There.
So basically today I was just looking for any pitches down the middle.
No, it went off again.
Okay. Well,
yeah, just switch. There you go.
So my first game I was looking for a lot of strikes down the middle. I didn't really get that, so took a lot of walks, and it was just a lot of outside pitches. My last at bat where I hit my triple, he had a tight curve. It was pretty good. Just couldn't locate it very well, so I was sitting fastball, and that's when I hit my triple. So.
And they asked you to come in and do a little pitching here tonight,
Yeah.
and you're kind of ready for it. You guys got such a deep pitching staff, and how did you feel? Okay, how does it feel getting in there and getting a couple innings of pitching too? And Jake started out so good, and team gave you guys a nice lead to really get people to keep their pitch counts down this game.
Oh yeah, I went out there definitely focusing to throw strikes because if they need me this weekend or whatever, so I tried to stay under my limit. Went out there to throw strikes, and we got it done, and it was clean.
Okay, looks like the team's playing well right now, so I think you got some pretty big goals here. So great game.
Thank you.
Okay, Brady White joining us. Now we're going to talk to Jake Krieger. Nice pitching performance. He gave up a hit with the first batter up there on an 0-2 pitch, and somebody reached out and grabbed one out of the zone and took it up the middle on you. But otherwise, boy, it looked like your control was really there today.
Yeah, I know. I meant to throw a high fastball there, and I left it a little too low, left it down the middle, and he got a hold of it. But other than that, pitches were locating well, and I was feeling good. I was dealing. So.
How's the energy in the dugout? Everybody, you're in the middle of summer right now, and giving a lot of your time to Legion baseball, but everybody all on the same page here, wanting to get to the state tournament.
100%. That's the ultimate goal, and I feel like our energy is as high as it's ever been. We got that playoff season, so yeah.
Also had yourself a double and a single in the game too, so batting working for you too. Everything was working for you tonight.
Yeah, got everything rolling. We're looking like a really great playoff team, so let's take it to them.
Okay, Jake, great game.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, a couple players joining us. Coach said he'll bow out till the next time and talk to me tomorrow. But again, an impressive victory. You can take it up to Randy. Maybe give us a few numbers from the ball game. Again, though, upon winning 16-1, back up to Randy.
Okay, maybe some individual numbers quickly, and then we'll dump out here. But Emmett Hull was 0 for 2 in the game, but he scored 3 times in this game. He reached on a fielder's choice and 2 walks. Mason Holtz was 2 for 4. He also scored 3 times. Evan Sauer, 2 for 3, I believe he was in the game. Chase Beam, 1 for 3. He scored a run. Evan Sauer also scored a run. Jake Krieger, again, pitching 1 for 3 as a hitter, and he was replaced by Trey Schmidt at the plate, who was 1 for 1 in the game. And Ethan Cunningham, 1 for 4 in the game. He also scored a run. Brian Ferris was 0 for 1 in the game, but he scored twice. And then he was replaced in the game, too, I believe, by Colin Camphouse, who was 0 for 1 in the game. Landon Ricker was 0 for 2, but he scored twice. He reached by walk and scored both times. And Brady White, 1 for 2 in the game with 3 runs scored. I think Krieger had 1 hit as well as Brady White with 1 hit. Waupun ended up with 12 hits offensively in the game, and their 16 runs scored. So thanks for joining us. Thanks to our sponsors. And thanks to Jeff, Steve Winterhack, and myself. Good night.
Offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Chocolate, coffee, popcorn, ice cream. That's all that needs to be said about Guth's candy. But Steve and Katie Guth offer much more than your favorite confectionery cravings. Hundreds of decadent handcrafted creations and classic candy faves are swirled together in a casual cafe for long talks, guiltless indulgences, and hot refills. Guth's Candy, corner of Highway 49 and 151, Waupun. Order your Guth favorites online for a sweet surprise at guthscandy.com. Guth's Candy in Waupun, a chocolate legacy 4 generations strong.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.